Hey, what's going, y'all? It is yours truly once again. Hear ye, folks. Step right up, step right up, step out to the corner. Look what's coming into town. The Sigma bandwagon has arrived. And indeed, it has arrived by force and by flock. And many more trailblazers are on their way. Oops, I meant many wannabes. And boy, does that make me want to show my fangs on this one. A lot of wannabes. Now everybody wants to be a Sigma. Everybody can be a Sigma. Everybody can become a Sigma. All of a sudden, Sigma is no longer a personality. It has become a market. Now, I've always felt that the Sigma personality was never able to be duplicated. But yes, it's now going to get to the point where it becomes fine print. You got a lot of people trying to be something they're not. And the last time I checked, that's what religion is. Religion is you striving to be something that you're not. And see, a lot of the people out here who are like true lone wolves, like this one that you see before you, and those like yours truly, we've accepted this idea of the Sigma personality, but now we're realizing, I know for me for sure, Sigma is becoming something else. And I'm to the point now where I want to separate lone wolf from Sigma. I'm just a lone wolf. And I've always been this way, long before there was this thing called Sigma. You know, there's been this thing that's been very enigmatic about me. Yes, I've felt more like an enigma long before this thing called Sigma. And I know there's a bunch of women out there who feel the same way. They've been feeling like a lone wolf long before this thing called Sigma. And yes, get with a man who's true to himself. He be a true lone wolf. He not be this wannabe type of Sigma guy. Most of these Sigmas are betas. And if there's a fake Sigma female, she's just an independent woman in disguise. At first, I thought it would be all these so-called independent women trying to pose as a Sigma female. But what I realized is that it's the other way around. It's actually all these guys trying to claim that they're Sigma. You know, most of them not really keeping in mind that, you know, Sigma's supposed to be a personality, right? But I guess, no, that's not the case. You know, not from what I'm gathering. Sigma is just something that you can become, you know. So it takes away this idea that, in my opinion, my humblest of opinion, and I believe my opinion matters a lot. It takes away this idea that there's a personality to Sigma. It's just something that anybody can be, and basically that means anybody can imitate. I used to think there was some, you know, everybody had a difference of ideas. I mean, everybody having their own disagreements with me about Sigma and stuff like that. And, you know, instead of really looking at them as the problem, I looked at myself in the mirror and I realized that was the problem. But you know what? I got a solution for that problem now. As I said earlier, there's a reason why this video here, this clip that you see with the male and the female wolf together, means a lot to me, because I believe what I'm about to say next applies to everybody who's been knowing that they've had this type of a lone wolf energy long before this thing called Sigma. Peep me out. Check this out. For all the true lone wolves, listen up. Let's separate ourselves from Sigma. We do have a unique personality, but our personality is so pure that it is out of this world. It's nothing like a lot of these typical human personalities. There's something special about you. You were always treated different ever since you were young. You've always been a different type of a creature, literally. You are very much an enigma. You're not a Sigma. You're an enigma. Now, I'm still going to go forth with a lot of my Sigma videos, Sigma female videos, if you will. I'm going to still do that for a good series, because I think It's a good opening up for a lot of women out there who do feel like they're very much like an enigmatic. You have a personality that's kind of like very mysterious, very puzzled, very misunderstood, not part of the normal human paradigm. So I'm going to continue to work on that series, but it's going to eventually everything's going to shift, and yours truly will not ever say the word Sigma ever again at this channel. It will only be Enigma or Lone Wolf. Enigma is not even a personality. It's more or less a description of your type of personality. You're very enigmatic. You're an enigma, you know? And that makes you feel like a lone wolf, even amongst other people who claim that they're lone wolves. These fake Sigmas. Yes, you're a lone wolf amongst them. Signing out.